The Residents are an American art collective best known for their avant-garde music and multimedia works. They started as a group of high school friends in Shreveport, Louisiana. They started making amateur home recordings in 1965. In 1966, they decided to travel to San Francisco to join the budding hippie movement there. However, their truck broke down in San Mateo, California, so they decided to stay there. They named themselves the Residents after a rejection slip sent to them by Warner Brothers. So, over the years, they've made many avant-garde works of art of various amounts of strangeness, including releasing about 50 music albums. Mostly who they are is a secret. They don't give interviews, and at times their work has been deliberately provocative. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was, I think, the Residents' 7th album. It's not my first encounter with the Residents, but it's my first time I've heard this album. And in some ways, it's a very strange album because it's the Residents. This is what they do. There are 40 tracks on this album, but each is a minute long, and then there are 3-second gaps in between. And there was some attempt here to get radio play for this. In fact, they forced radio play on a San Francisco radio station by buying advertising slots. And over a period of 3 days, all the tracks got played on that radio station. Musically structured, like very short pop songs. Most of them have singing. They have tunes. They have chords. But on top of that structure is a whole lot of brokenness, a deliberate stuff that challenges the norm, particularly use of discordant sounds. So often that means you've got a synthesizer that plays 2 notes when you press a key, and those 2 notes are out of tune with each other. Some of the vocals are done in quite bizarre voices. There's some fairly extreme studio processing done on some of the vocals at times. And then the playing itself just seems hesitant and stilted. And the lyrics are quite banal most of the time. So it's definitely challenging. It's not for people who like their music to be musical. It's an interesting format. This is a positive. Another positive is that each track is different. And so if you like avant-garde music, you might really enjoy this. If you like stuff that definitely pushes the norms, it depends on how you like things that push the norms. I feel that basically they're setting themselves apart from other stuff, basically by the virtue of being bad. And that isn't enough for me. I think it's just too easy a win to try and grab attention by going, we're just going to play everything a bit badly, or in this case, deliberately discordant stuff going on. I feel it's a bit like deliberately wearing clothes that are dirty or too big or torn or something like that. It gets attention, but it's not necessarily clever in that sense. So I didn't like it. I didn't like it much at all. I only listened through once. It felt like long enough. But if you see qualities in this that I haven't seen, then I'd love to know what they are. Please let me know in the comments below. That's it from me for now.